We'll probably build another one soon, won't we?
You might.
Hey, Jesse here from Build Drive Race. This is part 3 of my prefect videos. In the part 2 we put the rear axle in, and now it's time to put the front coilovers in so we can locate the wheelbase and start on reinforcing all around the engine bay.
What? What's that?
Now the chassis rails on the Prefect were 50mm wider than the ones on the Ford Escort, so I've had to widen the cross member, and I had some 25 by 50 RHS Duragel just lying around, so I've just used that and welded it to the cross member, and then once it was all matched up we could drill the holes through them and into the chassis rail, and it mounted up nice and square. I just had to be really careful that the control arm was central to the wheelbase of 2210mm. Our progress so far, we've got the Escort cross member in, got my packing tubes, and I've marked out where the center of the wheel's going to be on the strut. So now I'll take it out, weld it up, and show you guys what struts we got and go from there. As that's all up there and mounted, still only just tacked. Looks pretty cool. I haven't mounted the top of the strut on the tower, and that's because the top flange here is like massive compared to the original. That's like 132mm between centers, and the old struts, I don't know if you can see that there, but baby ones. So I've just got to rip this guard off, and oh, it was cool as, because when I was ripping it off, well, when I was undoing the bolts, I opened the glove box, and back in there, there's like the kick panel goes up past the glove box. I punched that out, and I found this old Tesla ticket, and it looks old as fuck. The uprights we're using are 220-pound springs, and then caster adjustable top mount alloy thing. On the Escort hub, converted to 5 stud for the Zephyr wheels to be even cooler. We got them from Petters. We got a good deal from them. They sponsor our Winton race series thing, so we got a good deal from Bendigo Petters. And yeah, let's try and get this guard up. Taking the guards off, they used to come over a long way, so I've got the old man Jeff here today to give me a hand, give me a help out. We're going to aim for like a 5-degree caster angle and drill up. We obviously can't use the original holes because they're tiny. Ah, McCain, you've done it again. Anyway, we just used a pizza box to mark out a template off the top of the strut tower so that we can then transfer that to the sheet metal and have some sort of guide to drill the holes. It's pretty simple, just rub the hammer on, or rub any sharp, hard object on, and it makes the pattern.
Your finger's not going to get tapped, is it? Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah. Probably the first real cutting the car's had. First is match with the race car stuff.
Just a mini.
Many. I said much.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if it was thick. There was like a flange thing up there.
It's got to be thick though, Jess. Look at it.
Not only is it thick, but it's got a vertical piece.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Oh
I
yeah.
must have been cutting through. Well, I know I've tried to cut through it on that cut.
maybe you need another one.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely reinforce it. Don't worry about that.
Yeah. Well, that's what I sort of meant.
Yeah. All right. I might just give that a touch up so I don't cut it in.
Got a die grinder?
No, I don't. Do you?
Not with me.
You can see me cutting out the side of the strut tear in a second, and that's mainly because the point of the triangle became past that wall, which we needed clearance to properly mount the coilover with the 3 bolts.
Oh, the spark is sticking to me. Looking for sunscreen.
Oh yeah.
Makes a difference when it's cut all the way out.
Oh hell.
Right.
Look.
The fold.
No, the thickness of the metal.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
With that piece cut away, now we've got a proper clearance to finally firstly test mount the coilover for the first time. It was a little bit tricky. There was a few little gussets and things we had to cut out, but in this footage it's just us mucking around getting the bottom of the strut onto the control arm and then the tie rod onto that as well. So I couldn't really record that close, but that's what's going on here. And yeah, once it was on, we were pretty happy, and we could check the wheelbase one final time. Yeah, once we were happy with that, a quick trip to Super Cheap Auto for the right mag nuts, and we could put the Zephyr mags on for the very first time, which was pretty exciting. After that, it was about time for the G unit to go home, so that's about all we got done for that day.
Hey, well, yeah, Papa G's gone now. Today was pretty good. I'm pretty tired now, but we got the shockers in. I'm not going to show you the tops because we've just drilled where the old part of the frame was and put them up, and now I get to get a laser cut, get a piece of 3mm laser cut, reinforce all that. So yeah, but it took a while to get all the caster angle right. We've got about 6 degrees while the chassis is level, so that under braking and stuff it'll come back to about 5 in the case of disappearing caster. And yeah, obviously camber's horrible until we get the proper tie rods and stuff, because we just got the old crappy ones in for fit up. And yeah, but the car's got 4 wheels now, and that's exciting. So that's what it looks like without a wheel on the front, and it's just sitting on wheels. So yeah, next we've got to work on boxing out all the new tunnel and some strut brace, and then focus on the engine mounts, which I have a spare Zephyr block in my garage now, so it's a cracked up one. Right, that's the block we're using for test fit up. Dad's got the motor that he's going to use, and the engine mounts are like halfway up. I've never really done anything like this before, so there's no real manual on how to put a Zephyr engine in a 107E, but yeah, it's going to sit like where you sit in the car. The engine's going to sit like where your knees would be, kinda. About there. Yeah, it's about 700mm long.
I hope you enjoyed this part of the Backyard Warrior build. In the next episode, we cut up some 25mm ERW tube to support the strut braces, and also do a body chop to make the 6 cylinders accessible. We'll see you next time.